Guess who? Another week. Mystery, lots of it. Missy, here I am. There you are. Do you know who our guest will be for this week? I don't know. Maybe you do. Well, let's just wait and see. We'll be right back after this break. So welcome back. This week we're delving into the world of theatrics. This icon, I should say, this individual, this person is very noted in the industry that they are in. I would say that the person is an actor stroke actress. It depends on you what you would like to call the individual, a male or a female. I just don't know just yet. Maybe you do, but let's take a look at this and maybe you can decide.
He has passion for what he does, and he has respect for the craft.
We grew up in Ijegule. It's about 6 to 8 years together, and
I think what has driven him so far is the will for success, the drive to make something out of nothing.
Once housemates in Big Brother Nigeria 2006.
We actually started together with NGI that produces Weave on After Then. That's the producers of Lolita Braids.
The only child of his parents, and so obviously he was spoiled. He had everything he wanted.
I want to use the word spoiled entirely because he's very respectful.
He's an amazing personality, and he's cool, calm, funny.
So, but there's something he doesn't like. He doesn't like intimidation. You know, people intimidating other people. He could actually fight for someone else that is being intimidated. And probably he doesn't know this person from Adams. You know, he's that kind of person.
He's also one of the characters in Tinsels as well. So when you see him posing in suits and also.
Today it feels good to come out here and talk about him.
Okay, so I've been taking some notes of my own. Well, now we know that he's a man. The lady there mentioned that he's on tinsel and he wears suits all the time. He's the only child of his parents. He's very close to his mother and very respectful, and he grew up in Ajegunle. So that's his little bit of information. Shall we see what his turning points were?
During my mentorship / managerial period, he came to me talking about he wants to direct. I'm like, direct? So you should finish what you're doing first. So I suggested, why don't you look at Lee Strasberg studio in New York, which is one of the best acting schools in the world. Sharpen your skills. You already have the talent. You can only add and embellish what you have. He looked into it and he came back with the form. We filled it out. The next thing I know, he flew to New York to go and be part of that experience.
Remember when we used to go to that studio at Adero Ogunsanya? Yeah. When he used to play guitar with GT, the guitar man. How you guys became close because of guitar and music?
Actually, a particular time where we had like a movie competition in the house or a movie task. We're told to act as houseboy and housegirl. It was very hilarious working with him, but it was fun at the same time. So I think with that kind of passion and drive that he had, it made him realize that he wanted to go into the movie business, and which he's really doing very well.
That kind of person that if there's nothing at home, he doesn't bother. You know, he could stay at home all day. You know, and whenever there's food, he eats more than everybody. Sometimes we actually fight for the food.
I could remember when we were looking out for Hope, my girlfriend, and it was like, wow, you're the best, man. I can't take you. Funny moments, man, but I forgive you. Who wouldn't want you?
All right, so let us unveil the mystery guest for today. If you would please come through. Oh, wow. Hello. How are you? you.
Same here.
Gideon Okeke.
What's up?
Okay, now everything makes sense now. Everything makes sense. You know, they said you like a bit of shakara.
I do.
They said you're a bit cute.
Right.
And then if I'm not mistaken, I'm going to ask you this one a bit later on. Did you steal one of your friend's girlfriends?
Okay, let me confess.
Oh my goodness.
On the way walking down here, I had to walk through the control room. So that was my cousin.
Oh, right. Okay, your cousin.
So, but I didn't take his girlfriend. So
You did not.
I think he lied.
But he said that he forgives you, but he forgives you because he can't blame the girl. But you didn't, no?
He looks cuter than me, though.
Oh, dear.
Right?
Oh, dear. Okay. So, all right. So, it's great to have you here.
So it's great to be here.
Okay.
Trust me.
Okay, so what was it like growing up in Ajegunle?
First of all, what was it like growing up?
Yes.
Lonely.
It was lonely.
Yeah. And what was it like growing up in Ajegunle? I mean, it's. I give my parents credit for not exposing me to the vagaries of the society of Ajegunle.
Okay.
It could be really crazy.
Yeah.
Being an only child, I had to be constrained.
Okay.
You know, I was raised under the watchful eyes of my father, who's more like has got a military regiment to his lifestyle.
Okay.
You know, so I wasn't really exposed that much, but I saw. You know, and you could call me off of the hood.
But not in the hood.
But not in the
Not in the hood.
Yeah.
Boys in the hood? No,
Yeah.
you're not boys in the hood. You're boys of the hood. Okay, I understand what you're saying. So they didn't let you immerse yourself into your surroundings. So growing up now, you wanted to be in the entertainment industry?
Because I started very early, from age 6, I'd seen myself always doing what I'm doing now.
Okay.
I always knew I was in the wrong class.
Okay.
I always knew I was in the wrong class. I studied applied biochemistry,
Yeah.
and my teachers would give me assignments, and I would relate. I would try as much as possible, or not try, but my answers or whatever was related to people in the entertainment industry.
Okay.
Sometime I was giving an assignment or a project or whatever, an assignment to do something on skin diseases and stuff, and I did mine on Michael Jackson. And he looked at me like, yo, dude, what's up? Are you supposed to be here or in Mascom or in theater ads?
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so it's always been there, basically. Why did you choose to go into the Big Brother house?
A friend of mine came to me and said, Gideon, this is you, man. Because he had watched Big Brother South Africa. I didn't have DSTV in my house, so I
Okay.
didn't know what that was all about.
Yeah.
So I had him explain to me what Big Brother was. And he explained, I'm like, okay. And you think that's me? And he said, yeah. And then he gave me clothes, he gave me money, and said, apply for the audition, and I did. And every step of the way, every callback, I called him like, yo, Francis, but don't call me, yo. He'd be like, yo, dude, go. And that was it. Every step of the way, and I was in the house.
Okay. And then when you got in the house, what was the experience like for you?
Maddening. At the time, I mean, I like to say that everybody who was on Big Brother at the time, I don't know about every other Big Brother
Every
Africa
other
or
Big
whatever,
Brother, yeah.
but for us, everybody who was on Big Brother in the same house with me had a lag phase of some sort.
Okay.
It's either you had just finished school waiting for employment, you were jobless at the time, or needed some kick in life.
Yeah.
So we all just found ourselves there with one common whatever to share.
Okay.
What we shared was the fact that we all had a lag phase in our lives.
Okay.
We needed some kick.
Yeah.
And that was the common ground
That you all had in
that
the
we
house.
all had in the house. So being there was kind of crazy because you don't stay in the house for 90 days with people you don't know anything about and have to tolerate them all the time. And
You work on tinsel.
nice one.
Yes.
I work on things.
You work on tinsel.
Yeah.
And it's all very exciting, right? Where do you see yourself going in the future? What are your dreams? What are your aspirations?
What are my dreams? Very soon I'll start producing my own stuff
Okay.
in film, TV, in theater. You would, by the grace of God, you start seeing a Gideon Okeke production.
Now I have a question for you. If you were president for a day, what would you do?
If I were president for a day, I will alleviate the pains of everybody in Ajegunle.
How would you do that?
How would I do that? Send them to school first. Empower them with education. If it's one thing you're asking.
Yeah.
Empower every kid in Ajegunle to go to have proper education.
But you're president of Nigeria for one day. You're
One
only
day.
focusing on Ajegunle.
Well, because I am biased towards
Where you grew
trust
up.
me, yeah? Trust me.
Yeah.
If a camera pans around the city of Lagos, it does like this and almost does like that when it comes to the slums.
Okay, yeah.
It does this and does that when it comes
Okay.
to the slums.
To just skip it.
It skips the slums. So I give my father a lot of credit. I mean, no, every parent wants their kid to be better than themselves.
Of course.
My dad had to go broke, had to go hungry for me to get proper education,
Yeah.
and had to also instill in me the drive to not just laugh at the white man's jokes, but to understand the application and use of every word he uses.
Of course.
You know.
Yeah.
So that helped me to want to do something for self, right? So what are we doing about education? Education, information is power, right?
Of course.
So let's take so invariably,
Knowledge is
education,
power.
knowledge is power.
Yeah.
So give them education.
Give
Let
them
them
education. Yeah.
know. Let them know.
Okay.
First of all,
Okay.
if it's for a day, at least I just implement a policy and I'll be out.
That's fantastic. So we shall be back just after this with Gideon's first mystery guest.
You need big money, grow fat, dummy. You be goats. Why you won't contract to the back? See your slam, you be like pig. Oh yeah, go one week. Maybe Kushaka, me they always stop the league.
I put the bomber, who's the fuck your armor, cause the course back mama.
Man, your number. Tell him say the boy got that swag in the ponder. So I'm Ice Prison man, I'm J-Town's granny. I'm coming out fresh in my Jojo, I'm at it.
So we're back now. Can we please have Gideon's first mystery guest? Don't look back. Don't worry, they'll come around. Just relax.
What's up, dude? What's happening now? Good to see you, bro. Come on. Go ahead.
Hi, how are you?
How'd you
Please
get
have a
Vita?
seat.
I'll tell you who Vita is, man.
Okay, so can you just let us know who this is? Since you're very much more excited than he is.
Goodness. Wow.
Secret handshake.
You
I like
don't want to see this man without his shirt.
Are you
man.
serious? Okay, what's the history?
He should take credit for every ounce of rip on my body.
Really?
This used to be my personal trainer.
Wow.
In Ajegunle.
Okay.
I used to go to his gym every morning and evening.
So tell us a little bit about Gideon and what you know of him.
He's my good friend.
Okay.
We're almost brothers. I would sure say we're brothers because we train together, so we're brothers. You can see we are great.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fine. So before everything started, all after his calling, a while after service, before he went to service, he was still idle and jobless at home. We train all day, sometimes training, and after training we don't even eat, we stay hungry, you know. And all of a sudden he started going for this program, Big Brother, whatever. And one morning, after some days, just one morning we were walking out together, and the phone rang. And I was very close to the phone. Before I could pick the phone, he said he was expecting a call. He picked up the call and said, "Hello? Daddy, I've made it." I said, "Wait, calm down, explain to me." Was this kind of, wow? He left me around home.
Okay. He didn't even tell you what it was about. Okay.
He was overwhelmed and so excited. So later in the evening, he came back and he now sat me down. So after 3 days, they came to the gym.
Okay.
And they pictured some of us and took some cameras and some video, and they left. And that was how it all started.
And that was Big Brother.
Big Brother.
Wow.
In Nigeria.
I want to know one thing about Gideon that nobody else knows.
And what is that?
Anything.
Today he's an entertainer, but his father never knew he was going to be an entertainer. But his father believes in him so much. Yes. By giving the base of education, understand me. But Gideon wanted to make out something different out of him. And that thing, he always tell me every time in the gym that he wants to make himself proud and everybody in his family proud. And he wants to, in fact, he wants to be an actor. Has a dream, and you found the dream. You've seen the dream. You want that dream to come to pass, and that is the person he is.
Okay.
He is a man of his belief.
Okay, that's great to know. All right, Mr. Vital, thank you so much. It's been an honor having you here. Thank you very, very much. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Nice one.
All right. So how was that? It wasn't too bad, was it?
It's very humbling. It could get very emotional. I'm trying all I can to
keep it together. We like to make people cry.
You like to make people cry, but I'm not the guy who's gonna come here and cry.
Okay, if you say so.
No,
all right, Gideon says he's not going to cry.
Except
we'll
to
just
bring my mother here.
Mommy's boy. All right, so are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready for your next guest? Are you ready?
Oh, there's another.
Yeah, we have. Yeah.
Okay.
It's just like that. Are you ready?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, you're getting the seat ready. Clean it. Yes. You're ready.
Let's go.
Yeah. You're good to go. All right. Could we please have Gideon's second and final mystery guest for tonight?
Yeah, I'm actually thinking someone's coming. Like, ooh.
Goodness me.
Okay. Have a seat.
Sit, baby.
It's your mommy. Aww.
Oh, shucks. Shucks. Good to see you, man.
Okay. Mrs. Okeke, welcome.
How did he do it, man?
Can you tell us what Gideon was like as a boy growing up? He's your only child, obviously. So what was he like growing up?
He grew up as a child. He was very humble, obedient, and respectful. He lived an exemplary life in Nigeria. Up to today, if any child or children are misbehaving, they will use Gideon to give example. Is Gideon not trained in Nigeria? This is his life. Anytime he comes around in Nigeria, people will come around him, jubilate him, hopefully join me in thanking God. In fact, my mouth praises never depart from my mouth where he is.
So when Gideon went into the Big Brother house, how did you feel about that? Watching him, as in that was the first time you'd seen him on TV, watching him in the Big Brother house. What was that like for you?
We feel very happy. But that time we haven't gotten a DSTV. It seemed that not a DSTV to us.
Yes, sir.
So we were going to people's house looking, watching it. Everybody in that area, Gideon. Every night that one time comes like this, we rush.
I'll go and watch it.
And go and watch.
Okay. So now that he's on Tinsel, now that he's famous, how do you feel about that?
Same thing happened. It's every 7:30.
Every day?
Yes. People will come to our house and watch him.
Tell us one story, just one story about Gideon that nobody else knows. I mean, you're his mother, so you know all the little things.
And you think my mother would tell me? And you think my mother would sell me out? My girlfriend. You must be joking, man.
He schooled at Nigerian Navy Secondary School.
Yes.
Borokiri, Port Harcourt. So the teachers, they relied on him. Of which that if they wanted to have any program, they would call on him. Gideon, go and prepare yourself for something to show on that day. And he will do it perfectly.
Okay.
So
he's always been a good boy. Good boy, Gideon. That's great.
Can't help it.
That's fantastic.
Can't help
So
it.
I can't get any dirt on you, can I?
No, you can't get any dirt. There's no dirt on me, man.
No?
There's nothing in the papers.
You're just a good boy.
There's nothing in the papers.
Just a
You can
good
catch
boy.
me anything.
Mrs. Okeke, thank you very, very much
Thank you, baby.
for
I'll see
spending
you
this
backstage,
time for
right?
us. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. Your friends, cousins, and individuals who have, been talking about you earlier on now want to just say some sayonara and some little words and thoughts they have for you. Okay?
If this is